Okay, welcome back. Let's see, I think we did everything in the car, which is good. I should have some inventory items, yep. Equip this to open lock containers. Lock containers. Discover secret orbs in shady areas. Alright. Quests. Find booze and drink it. Inspect the victim's body. Pay for damages. Somebody else talk to guard about Sylvie. Track down your badge and your gun. No problem. Level up. It's like flashing. He'll level up that one. Let's see. Should I level up? Keep morale up. I think I should level up this one. I wonder. Endurance. Just try to get. Yeah. Try to get like myself from dying all the time. That is the health thing, right? Yeah, improves your morale. One of 2 health pools. Alright, well, let's do what I can do. Doesn't seem to have true morale yet, but whatever. Talk to this guy.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beat as he goes. Tommy Lahome. A simple little cadence seems to be making up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on
What's
here?
the jam, my man?
He motions towards a spiral of lorries with a sweeping gesture. Air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Glances down south toward the road. Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. Antechamber of the afterlife. How long you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man barely suppressed a performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both. Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Spare some change for working stiff? Huh? No, wait, I ain't got no money. They don't pay for unfinished work. They who? The bosses, man. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but it sounds like a good agent for them. Yeah, sure ain't good for me or you. I'd spare a coin or 2 for a city cop down on his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. Know anything about the dead man? He ain't one of the drivers, that's all I know, all accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really been asked about that. Been wasting my time right here, keeping busy. Busy with what? Analyzing the fundamental structure of the psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. And your conclusion? No sense of surprise, there ain't no more bodies hanging from more trees. What are you hauling anyway? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the other world. I'm only joking, man. Fallen runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits, that kind of thing. They usually get shipped from Guard on the way to Occident. Though we've been making headway with the Iberian market lately. So nothing illegal then? Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. That your machine behind you? This rockin' beauty? Sure is, like a rat you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? A motor lorry, also called a carry-on in the Luau and neighboring islands. Camion. This one looks roughed up, enough to say some sort of Fallon rust bucket. Maybe the A6? Is that a Fallon A6 you got there? Good eye, man. Yep, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. Can I get one of those Fallon tracksuits you're hauling? We pals and alls, but I can't freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Got another question. Tell me more about this strike. It's like whatever's going on over the docks. The workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two. Maybe I should go on strike. Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much in the hours long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not? RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. I don't know for my mother, but I'd go on strike against her too, for my rights. Okay, but do continue. You were asking about the strike. What's the union demanding? Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a new giant power crane and half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I hear there's a company rep in town too, like a strike negotiator. They'd know what's up, precise demands and so on. What do you think the company wants? They want to keep the money flowing, man. Cha-ching sound. Anything else you know? Anything else? This ain't really my area of expertise. I'm just doing my job and get paid. All of us who? Us lorry drivers. Carnor yours. A few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not you? Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures and it's a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity about him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath his cool exterior. Empathy. What do you see in his eyes? This is a white check. You may retry it. Ease into it, but don't go too far. Seems like a personal matter. My man, I want to know about your soul. Okay, man, just the jams have gotten me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames, and the dull engines off. The man recedes into a daze of words. Maybe full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong. I'm good now. Don't be a stranger. I know the body's up here. I'm gonna go this way for a second. Goods in the lorry are haphazardly strutted around. Clothes for the winter. Let's remember to save it before I get into trouble. Glossy magazine. The most able-bodied men. Issue hosts a top 10 list. Jump Jams. Popular music magazine. Magnesium. Some coins. a bunch of dudes to talk to. We were promised work. It says GIRH. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Lorry stored their fuel here for now. Now they store their booze. Some more coins. Nice and getting rich. Talk to those losers in a second. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Ooh, more money. Bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Physical instrument. White tank top. Horseback monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been resembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air amid numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal read, I am Philip III, squanderer of the greatest Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II the opulent, father of Philip IV the insane. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There seems to be an odd indentation on the king's chest piece. Indentations, what do you see? Something with great energy seems to impact this circus. Around where the heart is, a bullet. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting. Lieutenant, has someone shot the king? Okay, he cleans his glasses. I can't see it. I'll take your word for it. What do you think? Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the Revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke, target practice, or a political statement. No, the boat. Maybe it's connected to the murder. If we connect every bullet hole in Martinez and the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. And if he takes the notebook out. But then again, we don't really know what we're dealing here with, so I made a note. Don't hold your breath. What did the king do? Failure? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what the guy did a century ago? Ridiculous. Talk to this loser. Pale driver. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there's a warm smile on her face. The photo is an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions. No response. Where the woman is, the words fail to reach her.
Wait.
Snap your fingers.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Talk to this guy up here.
Scab?
Call me Anna. You're hazy on the notion of a scab. It smells like politics, though. Maybe it's not got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time. Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden waver fist. Right to work.
Good one, officer. Don't worry, we here have solidarity with the RCA. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Show him your stolen card. Now is arrived at the perfect moment.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Despite what I said, I'm actually a worker just like you guys. The man looks at a colorful piece of plastic, then at you, and then back at the card and looks at you again. But that's not you, officer. It's an old picture. From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago John? Yes. Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop. Remember, how did you get his shift card? No, now you're in a mess. Time has not arrived. Sorry. It was like a sign the wind deposited before my feet. I felt the closest to this person. Yes, the city has always had a way with pairing souls. John's been out drinking himself blind. You should be more careful of that, Jones. Can I have the card? No, it will still prove useful. Believe your thieving fingers. No, I need to continue my undercover infiltration of this compound. Otherwise, it's as if I just stole the card for no reason. Oh, okay, good luck with that. So what do you need? I've come to investigate a murder. A murder, huh? That sounds an awful like hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor. For an honest union man like me. I need to know what's behind these gates. I'm exploring. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. Gazes over the roundabout with a glint of longing. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate that in that capacity. I'm not grantor of passage. Takes a swig, points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. If it's also simple, why don't the strike breakers just go up the stairs? It's that simple. I just walk in. Alright, just walk past the measurehead and go in. Past measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 tall Siamese supremacist there. Walk right past him. Right. And then press a button on the dock to unlock the door. Then you can go past him again. And you can enter the harbor through the office. Ista. So you're saying it's actually quite difficult. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you can convert to his Siamese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it is completely impossible. Has anyone actually bested him in a physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Has any of his scabs tried converting to his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly rhetoric for scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Got it. Another thing. Short of money. Can you give any money? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. Flips a coin towards you. Try to catch it. Oh, yeah. Coin lands in your hand as it always belonged there. The swallow returns. Appreciated. Oh, nice. I got another $1. Glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager this moment due to nods to the protesters. You know, the winter's fat, slowly rolling out and all, but better still better than scabbing, though. The union has problems getting by. Nothing to worry about, really. It's just a jam of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing it is a bit stricter is all. Supply should last the strike, though. Gotta spend money to make money. You lost me there, Honcho. But it's okay as long as you're not a sorry-ass scab. He looks at you in disbelief. What's the strike about anyway? Serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy. He wants to talk about the strike too. You just can't break command structure to tell you now. Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, well I did okay on that one. So I'll save. I'm up to 2 morale, which is good. Says this fucker here.
Welcome to Revachol.
Racist lorry driver announces to the routed man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to Kim. This man looks like trouble. He might not want to get into this right now. Plenty of time later. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You
It's
tell
men
him.
like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on Revachol's nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim, I got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we got a couple
Whatever
questions.
you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils in his breath. High tar content cigarettes, probably Astro Whites. What are you hauling? Not much anymore. Here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. How long has it been happening? Strike? They've been out for a while. Month, 2 months maybe. But this is just last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story to me. Look, Ace Detective, I come from a long line of lawmen. We got ancient rights and privileges. He loses patience explaining it. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Regular Kinjo picked apples. Kinjo, maybe another derogative for a person from Grad, you think? So they grow apples in Grad. Yep, it's one of their main exports. Grow them down south in Ikokata, a beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas. In fact, Inokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to zone of ecological catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plants or life. Plant or animal life. Inokata is not in the south and definitely don't grow apples there. Yeah, says who? It's literally the name of zone of ecological catastrophe. Lorry driver glares at you intently and shrugs. And I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those Kojkos. They're everywhere, except in their homes. What does that actually mean? He means people living in the Grad. Yeah, Gradniks, Gradvolk, the degenerates from Grad. But why that word? Because what they're called. Low self-esteem those guys have. Mind you, they look Occidental, so they're not really like us. Ah, so it's an academic slur. Hey, if the name and description fit the very grace of nature, who's am I to say otherwise? So can I see those apples? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I had some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them. Relax. Probably got all you can get. Probably don't even know what he's hauling. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory, so he'd remain unaccountable. What was that argument all about? It's about biological determinism, natural law, sort of sorting of the races. Not a popular topic nowadays with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like a common sheep. Not sheep, ostriches. Actually, neither ostriches nor sheep bury their heads in the sand. It's just a saying. Actually, sheep don't bury their heads, ostriches do. Whatever. Go back to your college class, Beano. Oh, so you're racist. Makes sense. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Just a bit of cigarettes for emphasis. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design, so naturally we Occidentals should be in charge. Occidentals. Obviously, you could see the merits in that. Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed attributes such as in pseudoscience. You just look at people and you make arbitrary judgments. Lieutenant tries to remain impassive, but the slight arch of eyebrow tells you he's liking it. As arbitrary as any judgment, but that doesn't make it less of a fact. We all have to use facts. Once you accept it, you'll gain the clarity of understanding. He's comfortable reciting these thoughts. He spent quite a lot of time meditating on the subject. Okay, what else have you thought up? So lately, we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn. When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. Yeah, what's the problem with that? The problem... damn Kips are showing a really good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. He throws a sharp glance at Lieutenant Kitsuragi and the other intruder species. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. Cultural victory? What's this then? Wait, what's this cultural victory? It's what the Kips of the Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses, and the others too. Heard any Chansons lately? Heard any Matitos or lighter? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. Uh-huh. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace with an unknown characteristics leading to extra competition. That's when you gotta control the offspring. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Don't push your luck, Runt. The man gives you a disgusted look and then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Let's see, this one gives you -1, +1 conceptualization. Physical instrument. Conceptualization. I already got a lot of that. So physical instrument's probably fine. Alright. Well, that's another good stopping point for the episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.